Wrestling fans, guys, big news. Absolutely huge news, guys. You know, first of all, you all know, and I'm just going to get all this, my usual about subscribing and thanks for being a subscriber. And if you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. I'm getting all that out right here at the very beginning because, you know, some big news, wrestling fans, and that is that Randy Orton very well could miss the rest of the year. Apparently, according to Fightful Select, you know, they reported that he could have a much worse back injury than we all thought. Because, you know, wrestling fans, and speaking of which, Randy Orton, hope your back gets better soon. Hope it gets better soon. And whatever work that you have to get done on it, hope it turns out to be successful. I think all of us hope that. But wrestling fans, with that happening, a big hole opens up. A huge hole / opportunity opens up. And we're going to discuss it right here today. And, you know, guys, we kind of thought that the stuff that was going on with Riddle was going to bleed in to a match between Randy Orton and Roman Reigns at SummerSlam until this report came out. But now that this report came out, now what? You know, there's a few directions WWE could go. A few. You know, we got Money in the Bank coming out. And I was looking at the betting odds and all that stuff. Not saying that I really care about what the betting odds are, but I saw something come out, so I was just looking at it. And the top few people that came out that was going to win, that could win, was Seth Rollins and Riddle. Seth Rollins, okay, very well understand why he was the top betting odd to win. Look at everything that he's been doing as of late. The rival with Cody Rhodes, all the good work that he was doing before then. You know, I mean, just everything. I mean, he really has, even though he lost 3 matches in a row, he really has been on a roll in WWE and doing some of the best work in such a long time, guys. In such a long time. You know, so I understand that. Plus, you know, he's on the advertisement sign now. I mean, he just very well much understand why he would be a good top betting odd to win. But is he really the best choice for Money in the Bank? Number one, we've seen it. Seth Rollins, even though I'm a Seth Rollins fan, it would not benefit him being Mr. Money in the Bank and eventually being WWE Undisputed Unified Universal Champion. It wouldn't benefit him a bit. Now, when you take a look at Riddle, little bit different story. Now, you all know that he is going after the title tomorrow night against Roman Reigns. We all know he's going to lose. There's not a doubt in any of our minds that he's going to lose that title matchup. This isn't done yet. This rival is not done yet simply because he lost to Roman Reigns. So, the question is, how does he get another opportunity to face Roman Reigns? Well, I tell you what, I hope they don't go down the lazy, predictable, boring route, and that is, oh, the Usos cost a disqualification, so we're just going to have him get a rematch later on down the road, not at Money in the Bank, because we all know at Money in the Bank, Roman Reigns isn't showing up because it's at MGM Grand and not at the stadium that the Raiders play in. So if it's not going to be at Money in the Bank, it has to be at SummerSlam. So how are we going to get to SummerSlam? Can we skip all the SmackDown title matches and put it on SummerSlam? So how do we get there? We get there by Money in the Bank. Roman Reigns wins. Clean win. 1, 2, 3. After Riddle gets this close to winning. So, he enters Money in the Bank. There wasn't anything on there that said that he couldn't enter Money in the Bank. They didn't say anything on Monday that he can enter Money in the Bank. And you can cash Money in the Bank contract on anyone, any title at any time. Well, have him win Money in the Bank in his hometown at Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, wrestling fans, if he does that, how about he pulls what John Cena pulled at Raw 1000, and that is cash in. He announced it the week before, not saying that he waits till the week before, but he announces it before SummerSlam that he's going to cash in the Money in the Bank contract at SummerSlam to face Roman Reigns. You got the rematch that we want to see because of how good, hopefully, their chemistry is tomorrow night. And I'm sure if they let them go all out, it'll be a great contest. So, Roman Reigns versus Riddle at SummerSlam. Will Riddle win? Probably not. Probably not. But it'll be his first major pay-per-view main event without tag team, without a mid-card, major pay-per-view major championship main event. Something all of us that are Riddle fans want him to have. And from there, in the fall months, he could be in important storylines. He could chase the gold, if he takes on, if Drew McIntyre beats Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle or whatever the pay-per-view is in September. Because, let's just face it, I don't see Roman Reigns holding on to that belt for too much longer because he has too much of a Brock Lesnar schedule. I don't. And I don't think anybody really wants him to hold on. Anybody that watches it on a regular basis every single week and sees how the shows are really want him to hold on to that title if he's not going to be there. And if he's going to have the belt, we want him to be there. I mean, that's just it. But, wrestling fans, to be honest, Roman Reigns, he could go into something important that doesn't have to do with the title, and he doesn't need the belt to face The Rock at WrestleMania. And as far as Riddle is concerned, listen, if Drew McIntyre takes the title away from Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle, there you go. He has something to chase. Other people have something to chase. And, guys, when Randy Orton eventually comes back, what do you think is going to happen? It ain't going to be a great return for Riddle to see. It's not. He's probably going to be welcomed with an RKO, because that match is bound to happen sooner rather than later when Randy Orton comes back. And what better way to make that match than to have Riddle have all this success without Randy Orton? That could play into it. And also the fact that they lost the tag team titles. And that was the night that he got injured. And he didn't get help from his bro, Riddle. They could play into it there. So y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel today. Hit that bell button. Leave me a big thumbs up and a comment. And of course, until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch all of you on the other side. Talk to you later.